Welcome, everybody. I'm the Greek DeFi Guru. We are here with Daniel Prado just on a Saturday afternoon talking Safuux. Of course, you already know because you guys love Safuux. What's up, Daniel?
Nothing, just got off of work and I'm heading to see my son play in a basketball game. Um, the luxury that I have of this job is luckily I have a shift that I can work, even though it's super early. I can get off in time to be able to participate in things like this. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way, but today it did. And so I am going to go and enjoy the game, you know? That's what I'm doing now.
Man,
And
what a
also here with you to talk Safuux, give people
yeah.
their daily fix.
They need their daily fix. Even though there's not a lot of news today, nothing really happened today. Yesterday there was a big day. I know I covered
Yes.
it in my video with Brian
We can
releasing
cover it
that.
live, though. You can talk about it, yeah.
Yeah, Brian saying that the alpha is actually ready to go. So testnet alpha, which is their first release, is ready to go. And that should be exciting for everybody who's worried about, is testnet going to be ready because everything else has been delayed. I mean, we've had two delays and totaling about 10 hours of delays total between the two delays, and people are
Yeah.
complaining. Um, I'm in another project. I say this all the time. We're supposed to release on the 18th of October. Still not out.
Oh, no.
But
That's
now
terrible,
it's
bro.
November 1st. Now it's November 1st, the new release. But we're sitting here complaining about 10 hours. So like people need to really grasp that these delays are not anything big. I'm not worried about them. Nobody else should be worried about them. Remember, this DApp was made harder because of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's code is not. It doesn't jive well with others, and that's
I
why
was going to say
Bitcoin
that's the
sucks.
longest delay that we've had. I mean, the
Yeah,
other ones were so small. I understand that people want them to be like pinpoint accurate and the time that it's supposed to happen, but this is technology. There's a bunch of numbers and code and people interacting with these, like literally like interacting with a technology that involves a code. It's like there's really no way to describe that, right? And but yet they were able to get it to the point where it was, like you said, in total for both the nodes and the sacrifice, maybe about 10 hours of a delay, which is like, I think, superb, in my opinion. The longest delay that we've had is this Bitcoin thing. That's the only thing that is taking days and days and days because let not anybody forget, there's a bunch of blockchains that have been delayed for months and months and years that are even, forget about it. Like, so these little delays that we've had are just that. They're little delays. We've had a little bit of an extensive one with Bitcoin. That's it.
yeah. And Bitcoin's not EVM based, so it doesn't jive well with others. So this is
Yeah.
why I always said Bitcoin right now is just a way to store money. It's not really useful in terms you can't build on it. You can't do a lot of things with Bitcoin. And this is what the problems that we are trying to solve, fix, and make easier on our blockchain. So obviously without the
Yeah. I mean,
Bitcoin
I
thing,
know what you're
everything's
saying, but
perfect.
Greek, but the one, the one thing about Bitcoin, though, it is a store of value and there is not much use cases, but there is going to be a time where it's going to be accepted everywhere. I mean, like that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the value of Bitcoin. It's going to be like being able to use it with your like your credit card, like cash, like anything else that you pay for things. And that's the value of what Bitcoin is. It's going to be a digital currency that you can be able to send from me to you in seconds, or from me to Chalk in England in seconds, without having to go through all these fees and all these different things. That's the beauty of Bitcoin. It has changed a whole heck of a lot. A whole heck of a lot. You could send $1 million in seconds from here to Australia without having to do all this different paperwork and this, that, and the third, and fees out the wazoo. Bitcoin is extremely valuable in that way, and it will get to that point. The value will grow because of those use cases as those things grow. But unfortunately, that's the one thing that it does. Although that is Greek, a gigantic thing in my opinion. I think Bitcoin being able to be that sort of universal digital currency that everybody can use to pay for things, I think is huge. It's just it's the it's the one thing that it can do, but it just so happens that that one thing that it can do, Greek, is gigantic. I mean, it's a huge, gigantic thing for everybody to be able to use it universally, and everybody to universally accept it, and everybody to be able to universally use it. I think is enormous. So it is a great thing.
Yeah, it is a great thing. It's just easy. When it comes to like the DApp thing, DApps are not easy to deploy, as Kryptonian says. So many variables to consider. They have to write their own smart contract basically to incorporate Bitcoin, and that's why I'm saying it doesn't jive well with others in terms because it's Bitcoin. Nobody thought when Bitcoin was created that to build up on top of it and build on the blockchain. Bitcoin is different, and now
you still can. It's just that you have to interact with it.
Yeah, and so Bitcoin's still not out, but that doesn't worry me because those Bitcoin people, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, wait, they're missing out on bonus every day it's not out. Oh my gosh, they're not going to come over. And I'm thinking, wait, if they really wanted to come over, they could just come over. They could transfer it, do whatever they need to do, and come over it. So
yeah, but this is just my opinion. Greek, this is just my opinion, and everybody listening. Just like usual, this is just our opinions, our thoughts. It's not financial advice for anybody listening. But of course, they already knew that, right, Greek? We don't need to tell them that. But the thing about this is, I just lost my train of thought. Hold on. What were we just talking about?
You were going to talk about Bitcoin and people coming over.
Oh, that's right. It's not. I'm not worried. This is not my opinion. I mean, this is just my opinion, not a fact. My feeling is, Greek, that when Bitcoin, this is just what I think. This makes logical sense, doesn't it? When Bitcoin is available, they get everything that day one has. This is the way it goes. Why? Because it's the first day that they can sacrifice Bitcoin. That's what he's going to do, in my opinion. He's going to say, if you're sacrificing Bitcoin, you get the 50% bonus starting day one, and that's it. And then it goes down from there every day. That's what I think is going to happen. So, and by the way, I also think that happens if they figure it out on November 19th. He still allows them to sacrifice and gives them all the time that they want to do it, but they just run it to, they go into testnet. Because testnet doesn't need, like the nodes need to be set up for testnet to run. The sacrifice doesn't need to be done for testnet to run. That's not, they don't mix like that. So the sacrifice could go on from now until January if they wanted. So there's like all the people that are worried about liquidity, this and the other. Bitcoin, nobody who has Bitcoin is going to, stop with that nonsense too. I'm sick and tired of hearing that. Nobody's going to sacrifice their Bitcoin. Bitcoin this, all right? I'm sick and tired of that. People are going to sacrifice their Bitcoin. There's people already asking for it. I've seen it in the chat room. When is Bitcoin? I'm looking forward to sacrificing my Bitcoin. When that happens, I don't care what day it is, if it's today, tomorrow, or sometime in the next 3 weeks, that day will come and he's going to allow them to sacrifice as much as they want. And then after that, he's going to come up with other ways, including maybe even, I threw this out there because Star was talking about it. It was a great idea. Maybe even the day before or the week before, sometime before mainnet, we have a pink sale, and people can get in there, adding to liquidity that way. He's going to raise 20 million. He wants to raise 50 million. He wants to raise 100 million, whatever it is, 10 million. He's going to say, this is how many are available the day before. You can get in at the $9 price before we release tomorrow or next week, whatever. And then people will be able to buy in that way. At some point, he's going to be doing other things to raise liquidity. So everybody worried about liquidity. There's a million things that Brian has up his sleeve, and he'll be utilizing all of them.
Yeah, of course, yesterday he said how he's keeping that closely guarded to not give the fudders or anybody trying to pull us down a chance to mess with things. As we've seen in the past, that when you release something that's not locked in yet, all our people, all our all the minions of other projects that hate us just go flock in and say, "Oh, well, let's try and destroy this." So that's not going to happen anymore. We're going to start taking control of everything and keeping things closely guarded. And Brian's got a lot of things. Trust me, he alluded to that yesterday. Let's get to
Speaking
some
of the
comments.
punters, Greek, how about these people on CoinMarketCap? I mean, there is a couple of real like superstar losers. I mean, like there is a couple of them that I mean you could just tell
bad.
that they live in a dark basement in their mother's house because this is all they're doing is going on CoinMarketCap. It's like two of them. And I don't even know. I don't remember their names. I wouldn't say even if I did because I don't want to give them any kind of glory. They are the absolute worst. I mean, every single day they are commenting and commenting and commenting and commenting and commenting every day over and over and over again, commenting to other people, flooding other people's comments. It is just pathetic. It's pathetic. But the way we counter that is to just go on to CoinMarketCap. I just did it. And you say something positive. It doesn't matter what it is. Like bullish. Can't wait for a Safuux X. Like January 20th. Here we come. Something like that. Just go in there and say something positive to just flush these guys out. They're not going to stop. We have to keep on doing it, but we can't lose focus in doing that. We have to keep on going onto CoinMarketCap and just saying something positive, hitting the like button because they like it got up to like I don't even know, like 24%, 25% bad. You know, people hitting the bad button because we're slipping on that, and we need to get back on that.
Yeah, Curly says CoinMarketCap is full of pathetic paid people that spend every day, multiple times a day, putting other people down. It is so sad. It very well is very sad. And then some of the vile comments that Chalk's been getting on there, that I hate.
I know. There's like somebody that's actually named themselves Chalk something. I was like,
I'm
what?
not going to repeat it. It doesn't.
Crazy.
It's vile and it's crazy. But let's get to some comments. Safuu Dad's in the house, always here. Biz Entertainment, of course. Safuu X, we are ready. Let's freaking go. Biz, thanks for all you do, pushing this out to the people. UK Shepsky's in the house. Let's go. Once again, Safuu Dad, happy to see you both. You are back doing a live. Thanks for all your good. I'm reading like Daniel Prado now. Put me in charge.
Yeah.
Gigi DePaul, it is a real pleasure to see you here. Safuu X forever. It's a pleasure to see you here. Thank you for supporting us. Metalte K, love. Ian Bednar, our classic Packers fan. Well, now that his team sucks again, it makes me feel so much better that he has the same record as the Bears, as Packers. So pumped for this stream. Wag me. Watch this stream on both channels to spread the love. LOL. Yes, he's just reminding me that we are live on my channel. We are live on Daniel's channel. We are live on my Twitter, and that's it. So go to every medium. Drop a like on my channel first, then go to Daniel's channel and drop a like. I'm kidding. Go to his first. My 4 people watching. I'm kidding. Once again, kidding. Thanks to everybody watching. We have 93 right now. I know it's a Saturday afternoon early and people are out and about, so it's tough. But thank you so much for watching.
Shout out to all the people that watch. Shout out to all the people that watch it after the live too.
Yeah.
The people who rewatch it. Shout out to Crypto Lead. He likes watching it on his way home, listening to it when he's driving home. A lot of people, Greek, enjoy the longer format because they like to, work out like the legendary Other Nathan. He likes to listen to us when he's working out. Like a lot of people work out and listen to us, driving home, driving to work. So, shout out to all the people that stay for the entire stream. Why would you hate the sound of your own voice? Why?
I'm my own worst critic. I watch everything back. I just nitpick to T every single thing that I say, every single thing I do. But it's my way of improving the way I deliver things, how my tone is, how I sound. Is my audio good? But I have to be my own worst critic.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I listen. I don't listen to because I think I'm terrible. I listen to see how well I did. Because I watch everything that I do. And so I listened to see how well I did, how well my timing was on storytelling, on jokes, on my reading. You know, like I already
Did you
know
say
that my
jokes?
reading is not very well. Yeah, my jokes, and so my reading doesn't come off very well. But I counter that by just joking about it. You know, like I'm just sort of honest with everybody about everything. But I when I watch myself, I find myself to be entertaining. So like, you know what I mean? I look at myself and I go, no wonder everybody's watching.
Yeah, you would. You would. Chris Saucer, thank you so much for the super chat. Morning, gentlemen. Hope you all are well. Oh, you already know.
What's up, Chris?
We're sacrificed over. We're just chilling. Like yesterday, I finally got to like have a conversation with my mom, and she's like, "So January 20th, what happens? How much money are you gonna have access to?" And when I told her the number, she's like, "That's guaranteed." I'm like, "That's guaranteed now because I sacrificed. I know the numbers. I could tell." She's impressed now, and she was like, "How do I get in?"
Of course. Well, if she has anything, maybe she can sacrifice, you know.
Speaking of that, it was funny because I was watching the documentary. So I went out to watch my godson in a Greek. They had a program yesterday, a Greek program, and you know, learning Greek, and he was doing his stuff, his poems and everything. So I went out to go watch him. So I went with my mom, and we went out there, and so I put on the documentary on Dubai just to show her what I did on the trip. And like she's sitting there every time I was on the screen, oh, there you are. I was like, oh my goodness, mother's in the house. And then Prado calls me about 3/4 of the way through the stream. And so I'm talking with Prado as we're watching the documentary. And then I'm trying to explain to my mom who this guy is. And then Prado's section comes on the screen. I'm like, see this old guy? That's who I'm talking to right now. And it was just funny. Oh, good times.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. Well, I'm glad that she enjoyed. Hopefully, she enjoyed my part. You know, she probably rewound it a few times when you were out of the room. She was like, "I got to see this guy again."
I don't know. I obviously don't know what she was doing, but what I can say is this is what's great about the documentary. And for anybody who hasn't rewatched it or go out share it with people, my mom knows nothing about crypto. She has absolutely no clue about blockchain.
Yeah,
I
like
tried to explain to her Safuux, okay, and what's going to happen. She watched the blockchain, and she was like, afterwards, she was like, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. And she was like getting it. So it was a great educational tool as well as not just showing her what I did in Dubai, but she was able to learn about Safuux. And that's what I found that the documentary did great is teaching people about Safuux and what it has to offer as well. So it just was very well done, and she came out of it getting value, and she knows nothing about crypto. So for anybody who's asking you about Safuux, what it entails, it's a great documentary to point them to and just say, here's what Safuux has to offer. And that was just powerful when I was able to do that.
I like it a lot.
Suleiman Patel, let's get to the show on the road. Yeah, he was in the comments early, 10 minutes prior, trying to say, let's go, because people are excited. Which nice. I find crazy that people are excited to watch me talk, but, that's just how I am. Thank you so much for anybody who's watching. Let's get the show on the road. How you all doing, Safuux Posse?
To all the Phillies fans in the crowd, how about those Phillies last night? They took game 1, snatched it out of the hands of the Astros in the World Series game 1 last night. How about that? I got to watch a couple of innings, and then I had to go to sleep because I was on with Pride for just a few minutes last night, and then I had to get off because I had to get ready to go to sleep. I had to work early this morning, but after I got off with them, I watched a couple of innings, and they were getting knocked around a little bit. I was worried, but they kept with the starting pitcher, and he went a little bit, a little bit longer for them, held them down to the 5 runs, and then the Phillies were able to string some things together to be able to, pull out a win away in game 1 of the World Series, which I was very, very happy about. So I saw the highlights when I woke up.
I got home obviously I was out and about. When I got home, I saw the guy hit the second homer to go 5-0 for the Astros, and then that's when I turned it off and I started watching my Friday night SmackDown. I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch SmackDown. SmackDown's done. All of a sudden, it's 5-5. I'm like, what the heck happened here?
Yeah.
And then I fell asleep because I had to get up early to come to my grandma's here. I'm watching her. So I wake up early and I find out the Phillies won in extra innings. Amazing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, your Philadelphia teams are just playing good right now, so you can brag. You can brag.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with the Sixers, though, because they have a lot of great pieces that could do something. They just have not been able to close the deal. Last year, the year before, getting to the conference championships, just can't even get to the finals. You got to get to the finals, but that's so hard to do in any sport, Greek. You know how it is. I mean,
oh yeah,
Tom Brady has like 7 freaking rings, but he played 20 years. He's still playing. So like all those other years, he still didn't. You can't win every year. But it's just that hard. As good as he is and as good as Michael Jordan was, he only won 6 championships. I say only, but, you know, he played for like 16 years also in total. So, I mean, you can't win every year, but getting there is so incredibly difficult. So just to be able to do it, you know, I think is remarkable. But the thing about getting there, though, Greek, is it's funny. It's really so important that you get there as these professional teams. But if you don't win, nobody cares. It's over. Like nobody remembers who was in the Super Bowl. Just that Los Angeles won. That's it. Nobody cares who's going to win this. Who's in this World Series this year? It's just who won. That's it. Like that's the way it goes. You never remember who was in the game. It's just the winner. So getting there is so important. But if you get there and you don't win, nobody cares.
Exactly. Liberation says, greetings, Safuux family. Donald Richardson in the house. Welcome, everyone. J Legend in the
What's
house.
Up, Donald?
Always here. What's up, guys? Because you can, too, is in the house. Just saying peace. 12 Wise 34.
Kryptonian is here.
Yeah, Kryptonian's here. I don't know. I saw on my page that somebody timed him out. I don't know what was said. But Kryptonian, it's...
Timed out? Where? Oh, in Safuu?
Yeah,
isn't he part of Leeds channel?
He's part of Leeds channel. Welcome here. Yeah, I think he was talking when we were talking about Bitcoin. He had the comment saying, "Just Bitcoin. When I'm comparing Bitcoin to Safuux, what I was trying to mean is Safuux is going to do some things that Bitcoin can't. Doesn't mean Bitcoin's garbage or doesn't have utility. I mean, it's first. It's widely used. People are accepting it. So yeah, it does have its use cases. I'm just saying in terms of things, Safuux is different. So that's all I was trying to make a point on. That, you know, people are always like, well, what Safuux can offer? What is this? And I want to make a point that, you know, Bitcoin doesn't jive well with others. In terms of the DApp issue that's going on with Bitcoin, a lot of that has to do with Bitcoin not jiving because it's not EVM. So you have to write your own smart contract basically to take a transaction and make something happen after you sacrifice Bitcoin. It's a crazy process that has to be done. And, you know, hopefully they get it up and running soon, but I'm sure they'll make it right for anybody who's got Bitcoin and wants to come in. Joanna J's in the house. Good afternoon, Safuux fam.
I don't know why anybody, Greek, would get insulted by Bitcoin not being able to do what other blockchains. Like, it cannot. I guess it's just a fact. No. Like, you know, like it cannot do what Ethereum does. It can't do what Binance does. It can't do what freaking, you know, Solana does. Like, it just cannot, although it's still very valuable.
Yeah, it's not saying it's terrible. It just can't do those things. Now, that's what makes these blockchains useful. Like, people are like, Ethereum. So many people built on Ethereum. So many people built on Binance Smart Chain. That's what I'm trying to show people, that we are going to have that same path. And we have something that they don't have, a rebasing layer 1 blockchain. So, we have a new member.
It'd be cool if you could make like chains with Bitcoin. You know, like gold is a store. You could store. It's a store of value, gold, but you could also make rings with it, right? Like if you could do that with Bitcoin, maybe there'd be some other use cases. But that's as far as it'll go. Like it's not. It's a store of value. That's it. Although that store of value is very, very valuable.
It's very valuable. And no matter what, the market's going to technically follow Bitcoin, and as of right now,
Can you
until we
imagine
can
that
get
though,
our own
Greek?
use case.
It's a nice ring. What is that? Oh, this is Bitcoin. Yeah, 24 karat Bitcoin.
Do you know who doesn't have a ring? This guy. Okay. Crypto Pride has joined the Greeks channel. Thank you so much, Crypto Pride.
Pride, what's up, my brother?
31st member. These are my real members. I was gifted a lot by Brian Legend, so that's when I was showing my numbers at 130. Obviously, you would have
Brian,
to go
when are you going to give some people? Brian, can you give some people some memberships again, bro?
You know what?
He was doing that for a while, bro, and then he just stopped. Now everybody's just like, oh, yeah, it's okay. I'm not going to renew.
Now he's too busy working to watch us. Or he's like, I don't want to watch Daniel.
All he's got to do is tell Jason, and because Jason uses his card for everything. Jason will be like, 1,000 new members for Greek. It's not his card. Why not? Bro, can you imagine having as much money as Brian does, bro? Like that's something that we might be able to accomplish with this Safuu X stuff. I mean, imagine that. Like, Brian is so generous with his money. The stuff that we did out in Dubai. Imagine, like, that's his life, though. That's just the way he lives. You know, like, he just gets to do that kind of stuff. Why? Because, you know, he's got so much money that, like, it's just a number to him now. He just points at things, and whatever he wants, he gets. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I want, man. I want to be able to just be able to do that. You can't do that with, like, 1 or 2 million, but when you get up into that, you know, 15, 20 million area, 30 million, and I think Brian's probably worth about 50 million by now, maybe even more. Like, that's when you could just be like, yeah, I want this and I want that and I want that. And you don't even ask about price. You don't care about price. You just want what you want and you get it. That's it. That's the kind of life that I want, bro.
Hey, we can all make it. Safuu X. So we figured out what happened. Kryptonian says someone was fighting Safuu X, and I replied to them, Safuu X, with fire signs. Somebody probably took it the wrong way, saying dumpster fire or something. But just know, Kryptonian, on my channel, you are more than welcome. I'll
unban you if that's the case. I didn't know that you were.
This is my page. He wasn't banned. He was just timed out. It's all good. Kryptonian, we know you talk Safuu X. You're always on Rebase and Chill.
Yeah, he's one of the champions of Safuu.
Just know.
All those guys are, really, to be honest. I mean, they do such a great job on that channel. They make it fun, lighthearted. They're drinking beers, joking. And, you know, Crypto Lead's laugh is just freaking contagious, right? Like, I mean, he's just so funny and thinks everything is funny and just lives life in such a beautiful way. I love listening to them, but I just love Lead so much because he's just so
Lead made me think I was the funniest dude ever.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He made me think I was hilarious. And I don't know, maybe I am funny, maybe what I say is
funny. You are funny, though.
Like, every single thing that I would do, just, like, plus he makes laughter out of anything. Okay, the shorts on a boat thing, like, nobody would have even thought about that. Everybody's wearing shorts on the dang boat.
He didn't even think of it. It just came out of his mouth, and he was like, where did that come from? Because afterwards we were talking about it, I was like, I don't know where that was, bro. He was like, I have no idea.
The funniest thing about that is the next day he goes, Greek, man, I was dissing you, shorts on a boat. I released this video, and everybody was loving it. And I'm like, wait, what do you mean shorts on a boat? What was this? So that whole section you guys filmed me, I had no recollection that even happened, which is actually funny because it was just funny. I had no clue.
The video that I had, I didn't have the dialogue like that with you. I said something else to you, and then you ended up just like going, and then but I just used that shot where you just like keel over. In the music video that I made for Fritz's song, that I thought that was funny, but like I didn't have a dialogue like that where he came up to you and just was yelling at you for wearing shorts on a boat. I was just like, where the heck? Who says that? It was hysterical.
He was something else. I lost where I was.
Well, you know, all those guys, by the way, you know, they were talking about it on Pride's channel last night. there's and Odonato was saying, I'm able to stop driving now, guys. So Odonato was saying, yeah, we can get over to Las Vegas in February, not knowing that we've already talked about this and we're talking about those last 2 weeks of May. And Barry McCockenhurst is in charge at arranging all of that. And they were even talking about on Pride's channel, like we should block out a whole floor or something so we can get a good rate. All that stuff has already been talked about. We're planning on that for being in May, because I'd rather go there when it is on the warmer side. I like hot weather. I don't want to be there in February when it's like 80 degrees. That's fine, but I want it to be 100. That's the way I like it. So that's when I want to go. So that's what we were talking about. We went through all of that, but they were saying last night on the channel, on Pride's channel, that maybe that we could go in February. That's fun. But this is what I say: let's go in February and May. Like let's do it. But all those guys, Kryptonian, Lead, Freedom, and all those guys, I would like for them to come out as well to that trip whenever it is that we all get together, because I think that's just going to be epic. And I hope Brian comes too, and Jason, so we can all have some fun. We're going to be well into Safuux X at that time, even if it's in February, and then of course May. We're going to be having a great time, and then of course everybody that's watching, any one of you that wants to come and join us, we want it to be a big, gigantic Safuux X party when we get to Las Vegas, whether that's in February or May or both. Just plan on it, because we are going to be doing that.
Yeah, I'm going to be in Vegas November 10th. I can't wait. My first time in 2 years. It's the longest I've gone without going to Vegas, so I'm having withdrawals.
I haven't been to Las Vegas since 1994 or something like that.
You won't even recognize the Strip.
No, I know. There's been I remember when I was there was a lot of vacant lands that were being constructed, and one of them was going to be New York, and then obviously that came up, and I've always wanted to see that in person. So,
So Vin Omik says Safuu price raised to $1.60. Is Brian playing games?
No,
it's just people are buying.
People buying. There's no more re-raise, so that the price is free to move up and down without that extra pressure.
Yeah, there's no pressure pulling it down, really. You still got some people selling it, but that's fine. But there's people buying it because you still are making a 10% increase over what the bonus is by buying Safuu and then sacrificing it. So rather than going in with B&B, they're buying Safuu and then sacrificing it because they're getting an extra bonus, which ultimately makes the price go up, because those coins now are being taken out of circulating. They're not in circulation, but they're just locked up, which then makes it easier to rise. So it's not Brian playing games. He doesn't need to play games with this thing. And Richard Hudman's in the house. Good afternoon, Safuu fellas. LOL.
What's up?
That's what. Vin says his biggest concern right now is I cannot see how many Safuu X I'm holding. And I've seen this thrown out there in the Discord everywhere. And I don't know why people need to see, or why they can't just calculate. So if you sacrifice day one at 69 cents.
When did you, Vin, when did you sacrifice, bro? We can go over it now and see what it is. If you sacrificed day one, you got 69 cents.
So if you just take the amount you sacrificed. Yeah, so you take, let's say you sacrifice 4,000 Safuu. You take it times 0.69. You get your dollar value. You multiply that by 1.74. You get the dollar value. Divide by 9. That's how many Safuu X you have. Bada bing, bada boom. Now you don't need to worry about a calculator.
And guess what? That's how many Safuu X you have. I know that people are worried that they're not going to get what they're supposed to get. Yes, you are. So whatever that is, you're getting that amount. So just don't worry about that. Even if you don't see it, you're getting it. But that's how you figure it out.
And then the other thing I've been hearing is the leaderboard is not factoring in the Safuu X amounts correctly. That is also correct. But don't worry about that. It's a leaderboard. And people are like, well, it doesn't show me on the leaderboard. That's why it's called a leaderboard. It's a leaderboard. This isn't an everything board to show every single person. I anticipate that once sacrifice is completely done, the DApp's going to be updated, and you'll be able to plug in your wallet address, and it will show you your amount, and then it will say exactly what you have. And that leaderboard is not factoring in correctly. I don't think it's picking up on the 24% bonus. But if you're on the leaderboard, just do your math, figure out what you have, and then you could just whatever you. It's just And if you're worried that maybe you didn't sacrifice correctly, go on BSC scan. If you see approved Safuu and it's sent to the treasury in that transaction, it says approved and it says confirmed, you're good.
Yeah.
So let's see what I got here.
We just got to 100 people watching. That's fantastic. We got to 100, then went down to 99. Now it's back to 100 again. But like in the past 2 minutes, it just got to 100. Thanks everybody that's watching.
Prado talk. Now it's down to 96. Okay.
Bro,
Senor Rojo says, Prado, I'm not a sore loser, so congrats on beating me in our fantasy league last week. I'll get my revenge in the playoffs, so be ready. LOL, you and Greek, keep up the good work. Well, thank you so much for being here. Prado needs to win every so often in fantasy football. It took him till week 4 to realize he had players on his team. Yeah. Now, once he realized that he could change his lineup, he's a force to be reckoned with. And probably took till last week to realize he could change his lineup. So we're
I'm up against you this week.
Are you?
I'm up against you this week, the Greek DeFi guru.
Well, now I'm going to try. I'm going to pep talk my guys. I'm going to be like, this is what you guys got to do,
Yeah, I've already talked to them. I gave them bounties.
Teddy One says I'm here. Yeah, there's a lot of good teams on buys this week, so it's kind of a weird week. 12 Wise, let's keep it completely positive, onward and upward. That's what we always try and do. I mean, from here on out, there's things that, with sacrifice, people are like, I got, they're worried about things. But once these announcements start coming, and I anticipate that once sacrifice is completely done, then you're going to see the announcements. Because right now you would give people who already sacrificed, I don't know, maybe unfair event, but whatever, whenever the announcements are done, it's going to be amazing. And they're going to be, I anticipate you're going to be hearing stuff a lot, projects coming in. It's going to be amazing. And, it's going to give me and Prado something to talk about. So Prado can go on the screen and do his hair and be like, guys, I'm live with the news. He loves it. So
the crypto lead says, hey, everyone, just tuned it in. He tuned it in.
Crypto lead.
Hey, everybody, I just tuned it in. How you guys doing?
I want to know, is the Greek wearing shorts? Nope.
Oh, no, he's not.
I'm wearing
with black socks. What the fuck?
And tennis shoes? What? At his grandma's house? What?
Hey, everyone, I just tuned it in.
I love it. Good morning, family. Greek, Big Bro Prado, much love, brothers. Antonio Dates Jr. in the house.
What's up,
nice
Antonio?
To see you here.
Good to see you, my brother.
Don Wright, on the bike, listening to the live. Oh,
that's what I'm talking about. They do it while they're working out. These people love us, Greek.
I know. I just don't work out ever, so.
You got to change that. There goes the lovely Melanin Delight with a super chat.
I got to go down to it. Lots of comments here.
Lots and
Melanin
lots.
Says, my friend wants to invest in Safuu. At this stage, is it better to buy Safuu than SAC or SAC with BNB? Well, right now, there's a 14% buy tax on Safuu, but you get 24% bonus for sacrificing Safuu. So that's 10% you gain by buying the Safuu. Plus whatever the daily.
Yeah.
Plus whatever the daily
today's multipliers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I haven't looked what it is today because I just haven't looked because I'm a bad Greek and I haven't looked, but it's on the site. It's all over the place. And if you invest BNB, that's all you get is that multiplier. So you just get 10% more by buying Safuu. So
in short, Melanin, have them just swap for the Safuu, then go to dap.safuux.com, and then they sacrifice. whatever the multiplier is today, you get that plus 24%. So it's better to go with the Safuu X or the Safuu to get the Safuu X.
Crypto Lead says weaving socks on a live stream. WTF? What is he talking? Weaving socks? Do I have weaving socks? I don't know. What
No, just because of the sock comment that I made.
Oh, I never know what that
He's
guy's talking about. He'll
wear
pick
black
up
socks
any
every
little
day.
thing.
Every day I wear black socks, just so everybody knows. You know.
That's crazy because you.
I know that everybody was just like probably sitting there wondering. They stopped paying attention just because they were wondering. Like, I wonder if Prado wears black socks too. So now they're paying attention again because I let them know that I do.
Okay, Crypto League corrected himself. He meant to say wearing socks, not weaving.
Yeah, because that's what I said. Yeah, because the weaving thing, you know, we had to dance around it, you know, but we figured it out.
I would take you for a white sock guy because you know, you don't have dark mode on your Discord or any of that stuff. No. So like,
yeah, like the dark mode, I don't think dark mode. I just don't like the dark mode. You know, well, it's just not. It doesn't work for me.
Jamie R says Pride in the house. That is great. Crypto Pride in the building. Everybody loves Pride. Pride killed it yesterday on the live stream. For anybody who hasn't watched, go on the live stream. He was trying to set
a lot of us still on there.
Yeah, with the just skip out the part that Prado joined. Yeah, he was trying to set the super chat record. He was really trying to set the super chat record. He
like last night he made a lot of money yesterday with that. There was a lot of people giving him.
Yeah, he can go to Dubai now by himself and celebrate after last night's live. So
yeah, that's for darn sure. Yeah, he had a big night last night.
Pickle Fairy's in the house. Thank you so much for the super chat. Sending love for Greek's beard. Yeah, the beard's coming in strong. It's coming back. I know my beard is getting good.
I don't have that kind of a beard.
When my parents start saying your beard's crazy, you need to shave again. Because anytime it gets too crazy, they start saying those comments, and that's how I know it's getting to the good Greek length that I need. It's at the perfect length for Brian to like entice me to shave it again for some.
Yeah, for like another 900 Safuu X.
I'll do it. Brian, I shave.
What did he give you? Did he give you 900 Safuu or something like that?
200
Safuu. Or 300? 200 Safuu. 200 Safuu. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was on Node Day when we were priced at $3.50. So when he gave me that offer,
gave us a super chat, by the way.
Antonio Dates with the super chat. Just before, real quick with the beard thing, I shaved it, and even though Brian said he was going to give me 200 Safuu, I didn't believe it. So I just was like, whatever, you know, it was fun. It gave us some laughs. The next day, he DMs me on Discord. He goes, Greek, you never sent me your wallet. I go, oh, you were serious? He goes, of course I was serious. And I was like, dude, he reached out to me. I was like, dude, this is so. That's how like awesome of a dude like Brian is. Just funny tidbit. Antonio Dates Jr. says, how about that post Brian made today? You have no idea what we have planned. Whatever it is, it'll be epic. You can bet your house on it. When did he make this post? Did I miss something?
I don't know. Let's go to the Discord and check it out. If you can do it. Can you do it on your iPad? I don't know if you can do that. Probably not doable. No. But we'll check it out later, Antonio Dates. That sounds like a really great quote. And, you know, I like getting on Jason's case when he's in the room. I'll say things to him like, you know, whenever you say these things, you have to say it like Brian does. You have no idea what's coming, or I can't really say anything. And then he makes posts like that. And it's funny when he does it because I love that Brian makes those. That's so typical Brian, that type of a post that Antonio Dates just posted for us that he said in Discord. That's exactly the way he says things. You have no idea. I really can't say much, but you guys are going to be, you know, really, really happy. Like stuff like that, you know.
That's what we kept hearing in Dubai from him. I can't give you that, but I'm just going to say, don't worry. Don't worry, guys. and then he looks at
I'm
you.
I'm really am not worried at all, guys. You know, like last night I was telling the guys on Pride's channel that I expect, and I still do. I still think that this is going to happen just based on what people keep on saying. Now I could be completely wrong, but I expect for there to be a dip right away because of so many people asking about the dip, whether or not, and that to me translates to all of these people asking because they're all going to sell. Greek. That's the reason why they're asking. If anybody asks anybody in Discord, do we think there's going to be a big sell-off? That's a seller. Just treat them as a seller because that's what they are, and they're asking that because they want them. They want people to say, no, it's going to be fine. You're going to have like all this money that you can sell for. That's the reason why they're asking. So I expect for there to be a dip, but I expect it to be a very rapid bounce back up because there's going to be a lot of buying pressure too, Greek. There's going to be all the people that are coming in for all the projects, all the people that are going to not want to miss out, so they're going to come in on day one that didn't get to do it during pre-sale or the sacrifice. All those people are going to be coming in to buy as well. I do not expect it to be like just nothing. People doing nothing but sell. Like that doesn't ever happen. So yeah, I think there's going to be a dip to begin unless things change from now until January 20th as of this day because of this the inquiry, so much of it being a big sell-off. I expect all those people that are asking to be selling. So but then like you just said a little while ago, Greek, there's a lot of different announcements that are going to come out, and those announcements could be potentially very, very bullish to the point where people are very excited and they end up sacrificing. Our liquidity grows, the pre-sale goes unbelievably, and then of course on opening day we start off with a bang. That does depend on all of these different things that are announced, and then of course what are those projects? How are those projects? What are the problems that they're solving? What kind of excitement do they generate? What kind of a community do they build? How do those communities respond? Do they come in droves to buy that Safuu X to be able to get their hands on that new token that's now built on the Safuu X? Those are all those things. Like people forget all about that, and they're just thinking about opening day. And people sell. Like I'm only saying that I think there's going to be a dip because of those people and their intention. Because there's so many of them asking Greek about this sell-off. That it just makes me know. I just know in my heart of hearts, they are going to sell. That's why they're asking. And then when that happens, we might have a little bit of a dip, and then we're going to just go right back up. But I don't expect for it to be like a dip to $1 or 50 cents or $3. I'm talking a dip like maybe to 4, 6, 7, something like that, and then we just shoot back up and then continue from there on out. With the staircase going up and down.
If you see a dip, you're going to have a lot of people with chips because you're going to have 2 months where people aren't like I bought Safuu every day. I'm not going to lie. I could take money out of other projects, and now I have nowhere to put that money. Or like the part of my paycheck that went towards buying Safuu, that has nowhere to go. Now I could save that and save it for dip day, and then bring my chips to the table and scoop up all the dip. And you're going to have a lot of people like that, bigger people than the Greek.
Right.
And we have Crypto Lead, Kryptonian saying, "Oh, give me some dip. I'll buy." They're just gonna stick their chips in. There's gonna be plenty of people see the opportunity, and we haven't even heard the announcements yet. So anybody who's planning, talking about selling now, or there's gonna be sell pressure, you have no clue what announcements can be said that might sway everything.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It could be anything. Now we do have to keep in mind, everybody, that during this entire run, and I'm talking about in its entirety, this entire run with Safuu, every bullish news that came out, including Safuu is turning into a blockchain, which you cannot get any more bullish than that. We went down in price. So, there's also that, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Yeah. But there's still things that are beyond our wildest dreams that can be announced. Because this is not anymore just a token. This is now a blockchain. He could announce like things that you just will never even think of, as far as partnerships are concerned, things like that. People getting involved, stars coming in. You never know what can happen. It's just it's like that type of type of a thing that can happen, and it could boost sentiment. It could take a bunch of people that were on the fence and make them come in. You never know what can happen. Announcements are going to be huge in the next few months.
So, funny comment that Crypto Lee just made. I just saw it.
Yeah.
He goes, for your information, I asked my Google Home to bring me something American and started playing your live stream on my TV. So your Google Home is very smart. And Daniel, to your point of like every time some good news was said, the price went down. I think part of the problem we had with Safuu was the good news wasn't for Safuu. It was for the future Safuu X. And we have so many short-minded people who don't think in the future. But when Safuu X news is brought out and people are already on Safuu X, I'm hoping it changes. I'm hoping. And I can't guarantee that, because this news without affects their investment right there at that point. Like,
yeah, but I'm going all the way back, Greek.
Yeah,
I'm going all the way back from the beginning, even when it was like when he announced Safuux Airlines, like we hadn't talked about the blockchain yet. That our price went down. Like, that to me was like, and he was even saying things like, this announcement can make Safuux go to $1,000, not financial advice, but that's how big I think this is. And we went freaking down in price. He just announced a freaking airline that he's sponsoring. I was just like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, every single one, 100%, every time he had any kind of bullish news, good news, no matter what you want to call it, our price went down. So, I don't expect for that to be the case with Safuux X, because this is a whole different animal, everybody. We're talking about something completely different here. I showed you guys that graph that I sent Greek that I got from Lucky Charms, where it had like all those, like the branches out of what can remember it said, what can a blockchain do? And it had all kinds of things on there. So there's just so much potential with this. So I don't expect for that to continue, that trend to continue. But man, was it frustrating, Greek.
Well, Tracy Hubbard's got a question. After SAC, can I see my transaction on BSC scheme, but can't find a way to see the number of tokens sacrificed? So yes, you can see it. It will say approved Safuu, and then it will be sent to the treasury. That makes you know you sacrificed. Now, the way to figure out how many tokens is just do your simple math formula, or go the easiest way, actually. I'm going to give Shepsky some love because his calculator is perfect now. Go on SafuuXCalculator.com, type in the amount of Safuu you sacrifice, type in the price, and it will give you the exact amount. It's 100% correct, and go see what you have. And that's really the only way you can see it.
For now.
For now.
They will have what's it called, Greek?
Yeah, they will have a DApp where you can plug in and connect your wallet. It will show how much Safuu X you have, and I anticipate that will be done probably at the end of sacrifice, because then they won't have to update it every day. It will be set numbers, and then they could just do rebasing algorithms on it and figure out what you're earning every day, and it will show your rebasing. So you'll be able to go check and be like, look, I rebased today. And you'll probably be happy because you're at a great price. Odonato's in the house. Good morning, everyone. Odonato, it's really early there, eating your breakfast, I hope.
Well, no, it's like almost 10 in the morning there now.
Oh, yeah. It's early for Odie, his joints creak because he's a ninja and he gets out of bed. He gets all cranky. Journey James says, yo, I didn't get a notification for this live. YouTube being dumb past couple of days.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. Everybody hit the red notification bell so you know when we're coming up. We do these almost every day.
Yeah. Definitely hit it because I release videos every day. Short form, 5-minute videos. If you miss anything, you can get it all in 5 minutes. Also the lives, you'll know about everything. I release a lot of shorts now. I've been starting to do shorts because they're gaining traction and I'm gaining a lot of subscribers and pushing my content out to more and more people. Like, we're talking, my views in the past week are up close to 300% over where they've been just by doing short videos.
That's fantastic.
So I'm doing my job to spread the word of Safuu X to other people.
I did a short today, Greek, and it was like it had like 9 views in like an hour and a half. So I was like, no one wants to see this. But It was 3 billboards right next to each other for the Kardashians in Times Square. 3, right next to each other.
That's sad.
I'm like, is this necessary? They're already internet, like people in other planets know who Kim Kardashian is, and they have 3 billboards in in Times Square. I mean, do they really need to do that? I mean, right next to each other.
The conspiracy theorist in me is going to say, how do we know Kim Kardashian is not from another planet, and that's why they know her from those planets?
I'll tell you what, if she's from another planet, I need to see all the other girls on that planet because she is something else, bro. I don't care what anyone says. She is fine as hell.
I'll find a wife from another planet. Let's go.
You know, Chloe is the one that was ugly at one point. Even she's hot now. Like, she's hot as hell. I can't believe it.
She got a lot of work done.
I don't care. She looks freaking good now. Like, she looks really good.
I'm not complaining. She does look really good. I'm just saying she did get a lot of work
done. You know, there's people that do, like, guys would be like, she got to, like, get out of here, bro. Like, I don't care about that. She looks freaking great. Whatever work she got done, she looks freaking amazing.
Yeah, once you get your work done, you can.
When I get it,
you can get, once you make your millions, you can get a lot of work done. So you look halfway.
I'll call Chloe and I ask her who she went to.
Journey James says, Greek, my son and I have been binging your YouTube shorts and clicking like on all of them. Perfect.
Nice.
Keep doing it. Spread the word. Kryptonian says, DP, you need to make Where's the Dip video. They want a short of you saying Where's the Dip. You put a little good music behind it. And I
can't unless I'm on my computer, I guess, because when I put these shorts up, I cannot put music on them. Otherwise, it just takes away my audio completely. It's weird. I can't do that on my phone. Maybe it's because it's on a Galaxy you can't do it. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah. I cannot add music unless if I add music, it's because it's in pre-production. Like, I have to add the music on my timeline and then put it up, because if I put it up like the one where the pumpkins, I was showing everybody the jumbo pumpkins, but they turn out to be normal size. Everybody thinks that's funny, so I put it up. But that music that's underneath that is I put that on pre-production before I put it up. If I put it up and then try to add it like what YouTube offers, it takes away all my audio and there's no adjustment. There's no button like what you have to be able to bring it down to 10% so that my voice can still be heard. It doesn't have that. Can't do it.
Yeah. The thing I like best about the shorts is I've been getting a lot. So those clicks, I'm noticing I'm gaining like 5 to 6 subscribers, sometimes a short. And those people that are going to watch my long form content, bringing them in, I'm not really making anything from the shorts, but they're so easy to make. And it's just been great bringing in extra subscribers, more people's eyes on Safuux. So I'm doing my part to spread it out. You'll see some of my titles are the next Bitcoin. And yeah, that's very clickbaity. I know, trying to get people to clickbait, but it's putting Safuux in their brains so that they can hear about it. They may not do anything with it right now, but they know that we're coming. So the Greek's here, so never fear.
So, and it might not be 4 people watching. It might be like 6 or 7 watching right now from your channel.
Yeah.
From the new subscribers.
We have 99 now, and we have 41 watching from my channel. So this is the most. This is the most even. Yeah, we've never had even before. Saturday afternoons are kind of tough because people are out and about. They're moving. I anticipate once this live hits out elsewhere, they'll be watching because, once they settle in. But Saturday afternoons, I'm usually out and about. But
I did a live once about Shepsky knows, because he was in and out. I did it for 3 hours on a Saturday morning once. I got on at 5 and I finished at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Shepsky was like, "Yeah, I just went out and went shopping, came back, and you're still on." Like, that's what he said in my comments. I was like, "Bro, still on."
Yeah, if Daniel has enough people listening to him, we'll just keep talking for hours. It's great.
I saw Liv is here too. Liv Freedom, Barry McCockenher is here. Ramen is here. Yeah. We're gonna go through the list in a second, guys, because we're 33 seconds away from 1 hour exactly, and then we're gonna let everybody know who was here.
Yeah, and then I unfortunately I can't go more than an hour today. I'm at my grandma's house. I'm watching her, so I got to make
Yeah, I
sure
gotta get
everything
into this
goes
game
good.
anyway. I gotta see what's going on in there.
Barry says I should strip for more members, but if I take this shirt off, I probably
Absolutely.
lose.
I know
I think I'll
Star
lose
liked your
people.
one with your chest out because you were coming out of bed, and you know,
Do you know what's sad about
Star said,
that?
"Oh, I loved your hairy chest." I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't
So
really
I
like that,
released
but
that short, and I was like, okay, whatever. It's me in a bed. Who's gonna watch this stupid thing? So I go
it
downstairs. I
like
eat
got
my
like ten
breakfast.
thousand views or something, right?"
I look at my numbers, and I'm at like 6,300 views. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Why? This is the worst short I've ever made. It was just saying, well, why are you still in
You
bed? Buy
never know.
Safuu
Yeah.
X. And
Yeah. You
it
never
went
know. It could
crazy.
be anything. Yeah.
And then
Like
the
Lee,
one,
when Lee put his out in Dubai when we were at the dinner, he put one out, and in like 5 minutes he had 5,000 views, and it was like
yeah,
from earlier in the day. You know, so you guys were stuck, right? Were you guys stuck, or was it the guys in front of you?
that
Somebody was
was the
stuck in
guy.
the sand
Yeah, Lee just took a picture of somebody stuck on a dune buggy in the sand and got 5,000 views. And
in
then
like
later
10
that
minutes.
night,
Yeah.
I got the falcon eating that piece of meat that the falcon was eating during the falcon
Yeah.
show, and I put this is the
Mhm.
falcon destroying the Safuu FUD, and that got 1,400 views. So people, the shorts are good. They bring in a new audience, and it's nice to see. Rahman's got a question here, so I'm just going to answer it. Just bought 5 BNB to add to my existing 720 Safuu X bag, thinking whether to buy Safuu and hold or go directly with BNB. You gain 10% more buying Safuu and sacrificing than going directly with BNB. So just take that into account. You want the most Safuu X you can possibly get because it's all about getting the biggest piece of the pie. The bigger the piece of the pie, the more control you have in the protocol, in the blockchain, and that's what we're all here.
Liv says you
Live
need to show
freedom.
more tattoos. Yeah. How about
Speaking of
that?
tattoos, November 4th, the left arm up here is getting some work done. We are starting the left side of my body
Oh,
along with the right side. So
there you go.
I'm going to get my name done. You know my nickname in the cards. And then I'm going to get my pug's face as one of the cards.
We don't know your nickname in the cards. What is that?
Okay, so I go by AJ. We're just going to put it out there.
Yeah.
So an ace jack in cards is going to be tattooed, and I'm replacing the jack's face with my pug's face. So it's going to be.
Okay.
Hopefully, you can do that work. Tattoo guy's good, but also incorporating different things that are meaningful to me. So he's drawing it up right now. I haven't even seen the artwork, so we'll see what happens. I trust.
Barry McCucker is crazy, bro.
Greek needs to put the X in Safuu X. Barry, I might use that on a short right now, and I'll say the Greek puts the X in Safuu X. Check out SafuuX.com. Like and subscribe.
Let them know who was here today, Greek. Let's wrap this up. It's an hour and 3 minutes. You got to go. I got to go. We hate to keep it short. This is short for me. You guys know that. And for Greek, usually we are on for at least 90 minutes, but we're going to cut it short today. But everybody, Greek, let everybody know who was here. Everybody was here today. There's a lot of people.
So Barry McCockiner was here.
That's right.
Do some shorts with you at the gym, Greek. People want to see you beef up, of course. Live Freedom was here. Solomon Patel was here. Odonato Crypto's here. Biz Entertainment's here as always. Ramen M. Pickle Fairy. Oh.
There we go.
Fairy in the house.
Pickle Fairy, new commenter.
Jacko 13. Journey James. Kryptonian here. Easy Going Sacramento. And our legend came in at the end. What up, fellas? His NFL team already has a win this week, so he's on Cloud 9. Crypto Lead was here, bringing laughs, bringing jokes. Antonio Dates was here.
That's right.
Eamon Ryan's here. Jeez, my vision's so bad. Thanks so much for the super chat, Antonio Dates. David was here.
I think that's Eamon. I think he's pronounced that Eamon, right? Eamon Ryan.
It might be Eamon Ryan. Safuu Swerve is here. Sticker on my hat. No, this is the real deal. Elneny was here. Chris Saucer was here. Thank you so much for that super chat. Melon into the light. Thank you as well for the super chat. Teddy One in the house. Donald Richardson here as always. Tracy Hubbard.
Nice.
Kurthius
Everybody was here. There we
Miss
go.
Lovey was here.
Nice.
Chalk Talk especially was here watching us.
That's right.
We did this at a time where she's not sleeping. Club
That's
Fork
right,
was
yeah.
here. Crypto was here. Jose Polanco is here.
There you go.
Channel member Ian's here.
Okay.
New member Crypto Pride was here. New channel member Crypto Pride.
All right.
12 Wise 34 in the house. Curly 86.
Nice.
Jamie R. Richard Hudman. Christo Hotep. Andy Kong. A lot of new names. Cecil McKinney.
All
Vin
right.
OMK. Joanna J. Don Wright. And
Don Wright.
Senor Rojo, who lost to Prado in fantasy.
Who was first on the board when you get to the top? That's always a fun one.
Todd Koletsky, Jay Legends in the house, UK Shepsky, Safuu Dad. Safuu Dad wins the first comment. This was it. Gigi Japal. Metalte K. I'm probably pronouncing that way wrong. And that is everybody, Jay Legend, because you can too. So thank you all for being here. Never fear, because the Greek and Prado are here. We're not going anywhere. We're going to deliver the news daily. So make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you already know when you watch us, you're all going to make it. So thank you so much.
Peace out, everybody.